So why exactly did the stock market originally sell off when the CPI data report actually came in as expected? This is a question that a lot of beginner traders are currently asking, and I'm here to answer it for you guys. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky here with TechBot Solutions. I upload new videos every single day about the stock market and keeping things a little bit more simple. Again, I really hope that you learned something new, and if you do, please consider dropping a thumbs up and subscribing if you feel like we earned it. If you have any questions beyond this video, you're welcome to direct message me at any time via Discord, and that's that first link in the description down below. Without further ado, let's go ahead and break down exactly what was actually reported today, and that was the actual CPI data report. I live streamed the CPI data report on my YouTube channel, and I actually caught one of the original trades on TQQQ, which is a NASDAQ ETF. Market originally reacted in a negative way. It sold off. I bought into the dip very lightly. I dollar cost average on the way up. I played it safe. I locked in profits, and then it sold off once again. I made a little bit over $1,600 profit. It sold off once again. I bought into the dip. This was during my live trading session with the Learn Plan Profit Group. The market began to recover, and right around this moving average, I played it safe. I locked in profits, but it ended up hitting highs of once again of that 1980 resistance. Now, we didn't surpass that resistance, and during the aftermarket trading session, it dropped an additional 0.36%. I left myself with my one lucky share, but I'm not just done there with you guys. I wanted to be open with you guys, and I also did take a trade shorting shorting the NASDAQ market, and I lost $2,400 on that. So overall, I did end up taking a loss today. Again, one of my main focuses here is not just sharing my green days with you guys, but sharing my red days. Remember, the year 2023 is not the year of perfection. It's the year of progress. And the only way that we can get better is if we can look back at the mistakes that we've made as we admit that we're not perfect, right? And then work on simply just getting a little bit better next time, right? So what could I have done better next time? I easily could have locked in profit on SQQQ. I got greedy. I thought at one point the overall market was actually going to break below the moving average, which would have been in favor of SQQQ, and I would have made more money, right? At one point, I think I was up about $9,000 on SQQQ. It began to recover. It held its ground there, and I ended up losing $2,000 on that trade alone. So altogether, I'm down like $400 or $600 on the day. Not very significant for what I normally trade with, but nonetheless, it's a red day, and I wanted to make sure I share it with you guys. So what was the CPI data report expectation, for those that are unaware, was 6.5%. This was the forecast. A question a lot of beginner traders are asking is, if the previous was 7.1% that was reported in the month of December, and our expectation for January was 6.5%, and the actual was 6.5%, why did the market sell off? Is it because the market is rigged? No, and again, I hope this doesn't rub you the wrong way, in the sense of it's a true explanation of the market. The market factors things in not only right away, but sometimes in advance based off of expectation. If there's an expectation for earnings, the stock itself, right? Let's say for Tesla, if there's an expectation for Tesla for whatever reason, right? Analysts expect Tesla to have, the largest deliverables for electric vehicles in Q1 of 2023. That will get factored in Tesla right away. So a very simple question is, well, did you know that the NASDAQ market, all markets, from the start of 2023, or really from the start of the 6th of January, we began making higher highs. Why do you think the market began to indicate signs of an uptrend? You cannot get upset of, well, why did the market react the way that it did today, of selling off or really not doing much? Because if you look at it, the NASDAQ market only moved 0.5%. The market's rigged. Why did it only move 0.5%? We should have skyrocketed. We probably would have skyrocketed if we remained at 260, right? So the trading level of 260. And if this report came out as expected, yes, correct. The market probably would have shot up to where we're at right now, 275, 280. That would have made sense. But we were factoring in the 6.5% throughout the week. Did you see that? On Monday, the market rose. On Tuesday, the market rose. On Wednesday, the market rose. The market was factoring in a 6.5% inflation rate, right? And that's exactly what was reported. Remember, if it was lower than 6.5%, which was the expectation, then the market could have skyrocketed, because at that point, a 6.4 or a 6.3% was not factored in. But because we factored in a 6.5%, We talked about this about 2 to 3 videos ago. I went back and I looked at 6 previous CPI data reports, where they were trading at and how they reacted when that report actually came out. And it was made very clear. No one knows exactly what was going to be reported. So I'm not going to pretend and be like, I knew this was going to happen. All I said in that video 2 to 3 days ago is if the market factors something in 1 or 2 days before and it begins to rally, as we saw with previous CPI data reports, if the actual report itself does not exceed expectation, actually better than expected, because this one was not, expectation was 6.5, it came in at 6.5. So it makes sense on why today was a break-even day. And if it was 6.6 or 6.7 or 6.8, meaning worse than expected, market would have sold off. But hey, inflation is going down from 7.1 to 6.5, right? Or from 7.1 to 6.7, let's say. Why would the market sell off if inflation is still going down? Because what was factored in was not actually reported, right? That's what would have happened if higher inflation was reported. Let me give you a real world example that we can all relate to. This is the analogy that I use for people like you and I, right? I really like to keep things simple. Let's say that it's your birthday on January 15th, right? Let's say that you and I are friends. If I were to set the expectation of, hey, I'm just letting you know, we're going to have a surprise birthday party for you. Hey, I'm just letting you know, 50 friends are going to be visiting you from out of town on your birthday. We're going to surprise you, right? Every day I'm factoring in the idea and the element of surprise. So on the 15th of January, let's say the 50 friends do end up showing up and we do have the surprise birthday. You might still be surprised and you're going to still be happy, but it's not the same element of surprise that it would have been if you were not given any form of clues, right? If the idea of the surprise wasn't factored in, your reaction would have been more or less capped, right? But because the idea was presented in advance, you were able to kind of like have an expectation, right, prior to the actual surprise. And that's, I think, the best way that I can explain what happened today. The expectation was being factored in advance. So when what was reported actually came in as expected, the market, the reaction was capped because it was already factored in. And I really hope that puts things into perspective and making it more easy to understand why the market reacted the way that it did. Nonetheless, this is progress. Can I expect the market absolutely taking off right away? Well, no, because around the corner is quarterly earning reports. And this is a big concern for a lot of people, especially as the previous quarter, big tech was laying off a lot of individuals, right? This is kind of the concern for this upcoming quarter and hoping that quarterly earnings are not as bad as expected. Can the market see another leg down? I mean, the only reason I can see that is if quarterly earnings are way below than expected. Other than that, even though the market didn't react today, maybe how all of us maybe wanted it to, who cares? It's one day, right? Things are getting better. There's progress. Remember, this is not the year of perfection. This is the year of progress. It's one trading day out of the entire year, and we're literally only 12 days in. Remember that. Look at the light at the end of the tunnel. Things are getting better. This will only support the Federal Reserve to be less aggressive with future interest rate hikes. This is a huge drop from 7.1 all the way down to 6.5%. Nonetheless, it's a step in the right direction, and that's exactly how we can take it. Now, this doesn't mean that you need to be super aggressive with your long-term investments and just expect the market to rally, because again, we still have up-and-coming challenges with future interest rate hikes from the Federal Reserve and also these quarterly earning reports that can make the market react in a negative way once they get factored in, once they're actually released. But again, this is why we're taking things day by day, and like we always say, do not put yourself in a position that you simply cannot tolerate, right? I do want to make you guys aware, again, one of my jobs here on YouTube, the way that I view it is I like to make you aware of a series of economic reports that are going to be released in advance tomorrow, 1 hour before the market opens. They're not super important, but we have import prices and export prices being factored in 1 hour before the market opens, and that's at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. At 10 a.m. Eastern time, which is 30 minutes after the market opens. So if you're part of my Learn Plan Profit group during our live trading session, we will be capturing the market reacting to the Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report, and that's going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Again, all of this is available. You can literally Google search economic calendar. One of my main focuses here on YouTube is to encourage you to be self-sufficient. In a world full of problems, learn to be a problem solver. You should never be here to copy anyone. You should only be working towards becoming self-sufficient. Be greedy, be mindful of your future self, and focus on not perfection, but simply progress. I do want to remind you that right now we are running our biggest sale for Learn, Plan, Profit 2.0. I don't just post my profits or post my losses. I do it live every single day. Today's CPI data report is a great example of what it's like to be able to watch me trade live every single day the market is open. I trade live at market open for about 30 minutes to an hour. Not only do you get access to our daily live trading sessions, but also access to our A to Z video lesson library, our daily Learn, Plan, Profit private group chat, and access to our TechBuds HQ. And until January 20th, we are giving away a free mystery box for every new member that signs up. So let's say that you use the second link in the description. Right now we're running a $150 off sale. It's the biggest sale that we offer. You click that link, you sign up, and on the thank you page, once you purchase, you're going to be presented this screen. All you have to do is click this link. So once you click this link, it's going to take you to our site. You select your size. Let's say that you're a medium. You add it to your cart. You go to checkout, and it applies automatically actually at checkout. So it shows $50, but once you actually go on checkout, it provides you the full mystery box for free. And again, that is only for Learn, Plan, Profit members, and we do verify making sure that you are someone that signed up for Learn, Plan, Profit 2.0. If you have any questions before signing up, again, feel free to message me via Discord, and that's that first link in the description, or feel free to message me via Instagram. I am verified, and that's that third link down below. Friendly reminder, Learn, Plan, Profit is the only service that I offer, nothing else. There's a bunch of fake accounts out there that will try to email you and or will try to message you through WhatsApp or Telegram. I can guarantee you no one that's part of my team will ever reach out to you first. All the links that we provide are linked in the description. So if you want to work with me on a closer basis, I offer one thing. And again, that's my daily live trading session. So instead of you trying to figure this all out in 2023 on your own, click the second link, learn more about our Learn, Plan, Profit group, get the biggest sell, get that mystery box. And again, I can see you as soon as tomorrow at market open for our live trading session. I really do appreciate you guys' time. I'll see you Learn, Plan, Profit traders at market open for our live session. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.